Good morning, my friends, in this Sunday experience that we are moving through. How you like the beard? Anyhow, I want to welcome all of you to our Sunday experience as we continue to move forward. This Friday, Christmas is going to be our experience, and we now in the Hanukkah time, the celebration of light over darkness. Same thing with Christmas, opening the present of the universe and discovering that we are life at its best when we choose to be. It's always there, ready to come out and open that gift, and you really have something wonderful to celebrate. You see, there's a light within you, and we've been singing, I'm sure, since you were a child, this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. And well, that's the way the healthy-minded think, and I would suggest to all of you as we come forward out of this virus experience and locking down experience all over the country here in California, we are still locked down where we can't have our Sunday and Wednesday and classes at our center, but I will be here for you. I celebrate all of you, and I thank you for your treatment as I move through my health challenge and coming out fine, getting better every day. Thank you, everybody. So let's go back to that gift within us that we're going to open at Christmas time and know that because we're made in the image of what? Each of us, in truth, is made in the image of infinite love. That's a nice thing to think about. Now, what happens when we wake up to this? We partake at that moment of the divine principle. We can affirm at that time, I am mind in action, acting through law. I am mind in action, acting through law. Think about that for a minute. Now, what happens when we let go and let that be our way? We find ourselves flowing forward in a beautiful way. We find ourselves leaving that which we don't want to take forward behind us, let go, let God. And we use the unlimited field of thought, knowing that the law acts on it. The law of mind acts on your thinking and produces an event. You think it up, it appears in consciousness along your time lifeline. It becomes true on that time lifeline, and then you move into it. That's an Ouspensky idea that he shared back in 1900. Our thought produces an experience that we move into. Dr. Holmes said thoughts are things. When you understand thoughts are things, you have to understand you're not the thing, you're not the thought, you are the thinker. And the thinker, and everybody is, produces thoughts that move into law. It becomes event. Now, when you know this and know you know it, all of a sudden you begin to understand, as I said before, that you are using the unlimited field of thought, knowing that law acts upon it. Now, what does that do? It creates your experience. You see, the power of creative thought is the gift that came with you. It arrived when you arrived as you. Right now, in truth, we all live, move, and have our being what? From a new understanding, if we choose to look for a new understanding and find it. for those who've lost loved ones, and I'm one of them. We know that God in them, as them, is them, and loving hands met them here. Loving hands are meeting them there. 3,000 people a day. God love them all. All religions, all nationalities, all people. There is an answer to anything and everything we're moving through, and that answer is coming forth without stress now. Going back to understanding that we can let go and let what? Let ourselves understand what it means to affirm, I now live, move, and have my being from a new understanding. What does this produce? Dr. Holmes said, the more I know, there's more to know. I have been studying this teaching now 55 years. I was honored to play Dr. Ernest Holmes in the movie, The Science of Earnest Mind. Thank you, Sue Ruda. Thank you, my dear friend Lloyd Tupper. God love you. What a gift you have been and are and, and will continue to be. And the reason Lloyd Tupper and all, Raymond Charles Barker and Craig Carter and Reg Armour and all the wonderful people I have known and walked with over the years, I have been very fortunate to walk hand in hand, mind in mind, colleague and colleague with some of the greatest minds of the last century and this one. I so honor Dr. Tim Stewart, the new president of International New Thought Alliance, whose dedication is to wake the whole world up to the realization that we all can allow ourselves a new, beautiful move in consciousness. And through us, this new, beautiful move happens in a loving and beautiful way if we choose to go in that direction. You see, the beautiful moves through us as thought and speech when we refer to ourselves and other people becomes a whole new experience, not to put anybody down. Most people are just trying to make them lower than their own self-definition so they can feel better about themselves by feeling worse about everybody else. Well, why not listen to the lesson taught 2,000 years ago when it said, if I be lifted up, everything around me will be lifted up. If I raise my consciousness, then I must know that everything around me is also that consciousness in action. One loving life. See, one loving life is all there is in truth. No person, place, or thing can exist outside of it. Why? Because there is no outside. You see, if we believe in infinite love as us, we, right now, for Christmas, give ourselves a gift. And I'm sure if we give ourselves the gift, everything and everyone in our world will thank us for doing it. We can give ourselves the awakening awareness that we can move from belief to faith, progressing this new day in a joyous and constructive way. We can find something wonderful to give to the world around us. As my wonderful dear teacher, Dr. Mark Carpenter, we used to call him Father Mark. He was an Episcopal priest who became a wonderful religious science minister. He taught us to affirm every day. If everybody in the world is unhappy today, there's one who isn't, and that's me. And the reason he said that is because the realization of it is the realization of your own power in action. The realization that, again, you right now move from belief to faith, progressing this new day in a joyous and constructive way. So right now, my friends, for Christmas, your own gift to you, which will be celebrated by everything and everyone in your world, if you know right now and know you know that you are letting yourself translate any limited idea of yesterday into the healthy conditions and experiences of today. So be teachable. We're told, blessed are the meek. They will inherit the earth. Well, the meek are the teachable. So affirm, I am teachable. Affirm, I let go of the concept of unhappiness, fear, insecurity. I let it all go. As all of New Thought, Divine Science, Unity, Religious Science, CSL, Anton, Emerson, bless you all. My love is to you. And I thank you all for your treatments. I spent some time in the hospital, and I decided to open my gift and come home. And I'm now back working out of my office. And if anyone needs treatment or counseling or anything we can help you with here, we are here for you. You let us know. And Katrina, my dear Katrina, God love her, will let you know, because she's editing this right now. She is my resident genius. And I love her so much. And her wonderful husband, Aaron, and their mother, his mother and father, of course, Reverend Andy and Reverend Bonnie Anderson. What a gift they have been. I am so glad I have been here to teach what I was taught. I told Dr. Bill Hornaday in 1968, when he said, Jay, you must become a minister, I honored that. He gave me a copy of Sermon by the Sea by Dr. Ernest Holmes, and of course I did that for 28 years at Acetomar every Friday at the close. But if you open the copy he gave me, he said, Jay, the world must hear this message, and you'll help them do it. Well, I'm now in my 46th year in the same pulpit, and I love what I'm doing. I'm planning on doing more of it, and I love all of you for being part of my opportunity to give and to serve and to love, and I honor your love, and I let it be my way, so let it be your way. And thank you for sharing this Sunday with me. God love you, and so it is. And now, my friends, I would like to honor this moment. If we were in a Sunday, we would be taking the collection. We've been locked up now since March. Our center is here. We have ongoing obligations, and except for the time I wound up in the hospital, the Wednesday and the Sunday, and of course Katrina kept it going by doing reruns. But I'm going to ask you now for your love offering and donation this Christmas. The Tri-City Religious Science Center is here for you 24/7. We have been for 46 years. We have been giving and giving and giving, and we now ask your giving experience to point in our direction. And we thank you for your love offering, your support, and we honor you and bless you. And now, my friends, let's have a closing treatment. I counseled with someone yesterday afternoon, and our closing treatment was the result of them requesting. And it's very interesting because our treatment request was to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. I love that. We'll see in truth, we're all in truth, healthy, wealthy. And if we pay attention to that, we will become wiser every day. The more I know. The more I know, there's more to know. And I know, as Dr. Ernest Holmes taught, what I'm looking for, I'm looking with. So I open that gift. And I know right now, God is all there really is. And I individualize all this great good. As I speak my word in first person, join with me in consciousness and affirm it as you hear it in first person. The life of God is my health. The love of God is my wealth. The mind of God is my wisdom. I am free. I am free to be and to become. To become the person I know I can be. I willingly accept all the thoughts needed in my consciousness to make this a fact in my world. I am free from anything and anyone who thinks anything and anyone in the world is a hoax. I am inspired in the right action in my life, from God, through God, to God. I know it is based upon right decisions, right thinking, and so I choose to think about what I think about. Make the right choice. If a thought produced less than happiness in my life, I learn from the lesson. I let it go and I let the beautiful happen, for the truth of me is health. The truth of me is happiness. The truth of me is joy. There's an immediate improvement in every facet of my life right now. I now already feel like a new and better individual. I demand that all negative ideas now leave my consciousness and that I remain free of them forevermore. Forevermore. Now, I affirm, and do it with me. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. And I know it. This is the truth. It's the truth of my soul. Every area of good in my life is now expanding, and I rejoice that it is so. The action of God in my life is wonderful. And I thank the one mind for it. It's good enough to be true. It's good enough to be me, and it's good enough to be now. and everything and everyone listening to this, aware of this treatment right now, I know it is true of you. We open the gift of Christmas and affirm the Christ being born through us as us, understanding that the Christ in us is our awareness of our oneness. It is wonderful, and we are wonder-filled this Christmas time with love. And even though this whole experience we're moving through has been unusual, there's a power within us that knows how to move through it. And for all of those who are not with us for this Christmas that we've lost, we know they are at our heart, and our love for them is forevermore. It is so, and so it is. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Have a wonderful, wonderful week this week on the way to our Christmas experience. Thank you for your love, your support, your gifts, and thank you for being you. I love you. Please accept my love for Christmas and let it be your way. And so it is.